Good evening, guys. Yeah, so this video might be a little bit dark. It's already dark outside, and I just have some candles burning, but I hope that you can hear me clearly. And so basically, the wish to make something like a YouTube video has already been on my heart for quite a while, especially to the topics of targeted individuals and some sort of harassment and the game of the Matrix. And so let's jump right into it. So this channel is basically dedicated to helping targeted individuals and give some kind of support. I do hope that the videos help, and I do speak from personal experience. And so basically this is gonna also be a little bit like a small testimony, and I will give you guys some examples what I was dealing with, and maybe one of you can actually relate to it, get some new thoughts or some new ideas or some new help from it. I really do hope that. Yeah, so let's jump right into it. So basically the thing is that when it comes down to this world where we live in, like in the past, I did not even realize that, but I'm now already 34 years old, and the older I become in this world and the more I observe, I just see that at the end of the day, it comes all down to let's say God versus evil, or it comes all down to the value of your soul. So the devil is really sneaky, and the devil does exist. And I was like, the best lie of the devil was that he does not exist. And so basically this world is like I mean, it from the outside, I mean, it's like so interesting if you're freshly born into this planet, and you grow up and you see all these like physical things in the world. And okay, like if you have like let's say something like a bright star, so let's say you have a purpose from God in this world, and so you have a certain way, and you might be a threat to the dark side. Then it might be that they target you already when you are a kid. And so basically they would use unprotected people around you. It can be also even your parents, it can be relatives, it can be friends. Like, let's say people around you who are not protected by the armor of God, the devil can easily use, because they don't walk under the protection of God, to kind of target you. And so, and this is kind of dramatic, because then they can give you traumata, and they can really lead to the fact that your soul fractions. And if you are not really strong, this can really mentally break you down already as a kid. And I guess a lot of you, I mean, let's say if you are considered, or if you consider yourself as a targeted individual, I do bet that a high percentage of you have been going through some childhood traumata, I would bet. Because this is really the initial step, how they initiate you. So they basically induce traumata as a kid, and then later they can trigger you with it like very, very easily. And they would harvest this kind of strong emotional response from you, where they can harvest energy, and they can basically make you appear crazy by just triggering your wound points, so to say, or your fragile points, which have been triggered already, or broken down in your childhood. And this is like such an interesting phenomenon, because honestly I was going through something like that as a kid. And I had always the hope, I mean, I like from the beginning on, I had a very, very strong bond with God, like a very strong relationship. And I think this is at the end what actually saved my soul, which really saved me until now, because like it's really, really interesting how much the devil wants your soul. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all who gets your soul. Like, do you stay an individual with God? I mean, do you stay in your individual way with God, or do you become like a I don't want to say snatched individual without soul in this matrix, what the devil can use to spy on others or to kind of harass others. So at the end of the day, it's like let's say demons, for example, who do not have this kind of something like they call it like a very beautiful outfit, something like your skin is the most beautiful outfit for them, and so a lot of demons, they are really after your physical body, so they wish they could move into your physical body, and they could possess you, and they could just live in like act in this world through your vessel. So your body is like your vessel in this world. And so a lot of demons, they actually really, really love to do that, and they just wait for like a little chance that they can actually have the legal right to enter you. Like let's say the devil creates a plan, you know, the devil is like thinking, wow, I want to have her soul so bad, I want to have her soul energy, and certain demon, and I want to use her vessel, you know, in this world to harass others, you know, this would be the ultimative plan. And then the devil creates all this like scenario, you know, in this world, because this physical world is where the devil reigns. This is basically sorry, English is not my first language, but so this is basically the devil's territory here in this physical world. And so he sets up this kind of scenarios by using various vessels around you, you know, which were not protected by God, which the devil can easily use to harass you, to break you down, to make you respond in a certain way. And then let's say you get harassed like very, very dramatically, and you lose the control over your temper, and you end up reacting like very in a bad way. Then or you would even react in a way you don't actually want to react, because you're actually like a good heart. You have a good heart. You have a good soul. But let's say really the devil like it's like these small like like stitches you get, you know, like everywhere, and then at some point you just react to it. And then your reaction would maybe include some kind of a sin, like let's say you speak a negative word against somebody, like you would, this is actually something like a curse, you would speak out a curse against somebody, you would just react in hate or rage or something like that. Like let's say you would respond in a certain way you actually don't want to respond, but you would just lose the control, you would sin. Then I don't want to say that immediately you're vulnerable to the dark side, but it's actually true. It's you lose your godly protection for a moment, and then like let's say certain demons then can really influence you. And I mean, the overall goal, of course, what the devil wants to reach with all that strategy, what he's applying against you, because like usually targeted individuals would be like beings sent from God, kind of angels in this world, some kind of light workers who should bring some peace and something very good into this world, and oppose the dark side, and give hope to the people, and bring some healing and some other good things. And so these people are visible in the kingdom of the devil as very bright stars, so they can really see you, they can spot you from a mile, from various miles away. And so basically they have you on their screen kind of, and so they really see you. And this is one thing which is really, really interesting. So they can kind of sense your energy, and probably most of the targeted individuals, they still have this like blessing like from God. I mean, they have this this purpose in this world to do something very good and very meaningful. And of course the devil wants to break it down, because it's also because of fear. It's like And also, like a lot of targeted individuals would be isolated in their environment, which is on purpose, because you should not exchange each other. You should stay isolated. And this is another great tool to break you down and to make you feel lonely and to make you feel like not fitting in, or like there's something wrong with you. But yeah, sure. I mean, the thing is, there are not super. I mean, there are many with a good purpose in this world, but it's also not the majority. Like and so it's really true. Maybe sometimes you feel kind of alone and isolated, but this is like the devil is basically over amplifying this kind of feeling what you get, but it's actually not. It's really tough sometimes. I mean, the good thing is, I mean, but it's really, yeah. So the good thing is, so we have the internet and we have YouTube and we have other platforms to exchange each other, which is like really really helpful. And at least for me also, I watched some testimonies and I could really like relate to some of the things where I've thought before, okay, maybe I just made it up by myself. I mean, like some things I really also experienced. And I tried basically everything. I mean, I always tried to fit in. I tried to be a good person. I mean, like whatever I tried. I mean, like in the past, let's say as a kid, I try. Like there was a time in school when I was really not good in school, and I felt, okay, maybe I don't really fit in because I'm not so good in school, and so I tried to catch up. I tried to learn, I tried to become better, and I was really at some point like in the 7th grade, I was like super good. I was, I think, the best student in the class. So I was really really jumping up, by studying, but then yeah, I still didn't fit in, you know what I mean? So the thing is, you always try to adapt. I mean, at least I tried it. I always felt, okay, there's something wrong with me. I should behave in a certain way. I should behave like that, or I should be like that. But nothing really helped. I mean, like there was a time in my life, I would say in my early 20s, where I had like where I was distancing myself a little bit from God, and this was then also the time point when, when I really felt a little bit of appreciation by the people around me, especially by dark people, where I started behaving a little bit more dark, and I went out and I treated guys not in a good way. You know what I mean? So I was really sometimes like an asshole, I would say. And then I got really like sometimes I got a little bit of appreciation for it, I felt, but it was like I just remember it was a really really intense experience what I had. So like when I was 22, I was just I mean, I was basically studying, so and I had to just study some, I don't know, I think some chemistry or something like that on a Saturday apparently, because we had an exam. But I did it. I mean, I wanted to pass my exam, so I still studied, even though I went out also and had some fun. But still, I was studying. And on this Saturday afternoon, I was just feeling tired from studying and from all my life. And I don't know, I just felt tired and I wanted to lay down for a nap. And so basically what happened, I laid down for a nap, and it was so weird. It was, I think, my first experience of kind of sleep paralysis for some reason. And I fell asleep, but I was still awake inside of my body. So my spirit, my mind was super awake, just my body slept. And I felt like it was so weird. I was still in my apartment, and I felt this like this like a very very evil energy entering my apartment, like really evil. And I just felt it came right upon me. It came right over me. And I just felt like the intense need. I felt like, oh my God, this evil energy now came into my room, and I cannot even do anything because my physical body is asleep, but my mind is still awake. And then I was like, I was really feeling the intense need to kind of roll down or make something like a ball with my body to just like roll it all up, that that the evil energy might not be able to get a grab on me. But the problem is I couldn't I couldn't move my muscles, and I couldn't do anything. And so, guys, I mean, I was, oh my God, this was really, really scary. And then I had a moment in that dream where I realized, okay, the only the only being who can now still rescue you is God. And so, and in this moment, I was just dependent on the grace of God to protect me from this evil energy. And I was praying in that particular moment, and I was saying, God, please be with me, and please protect my physical body from this evil influence. And God, and I had like a few seconds which felt like an eternity. I was kind of insecure because kind of nothing happened, and I was just like praying, and yeah, and then finally I could wake up again, and I was like, God saved me, and I could sit down in my bed, and I just realized what just had happened. And from that day on, I just realized, like, without God's protection, like every kind of evil energy can just like influence you or come to you, and you're just, wow. I mean, it's like in the spirit, man. I mean, if you are in the spirit, I mean, this is like really, really, I mean, it was until that time not really my territory, so I had no experience. I just was like so vulnerable in the status, and I went to church and I repented, and I said, God, please, I'm so sorry for this kind of, yeah, going out and not being nice, and drinking a lot, and I just repented, and I was like, God, this was not the right way to behave. And since then, I mean, my faith grew more and more, and God made me see more and more, and also experience more and more. Sometimes it was very hard, and I will probably make a part 2 of that video, because I personally like let's say, so some great teachings, they are very long, like let's say 1 hour long, but I think I prefer making it in shorter fractions or something like that, because like from that time on, I saw and I experienced more and more in the spirit, but I would say I got harassed more and more. And there was a time when I was still so naive. It was just 1 or 2 years ago, and I was just thinking, I will fit in at some point, or I will do, but it's just like either you stay an individuum in God, and then the control matrix system will just have you on its radar, on its screen, on its like like the problem is, the problem for them is that if you are still an individuum, they cannot control you, and that is what is driving them nuts, and that is what is making them like observe you, because they cannot control you. And usually these kind of vessels, like, which can be used by the devil so easily without the protection of God, like people, like, let's say one day this person behaves like this to you, and the next day this person is completely evil against you. I mean, this is just, it's not like let's say if you didn't do anything to them, or if you were like normal and friendly, then it's really they are being manipulated against you, and yeah, you guys already know that, obviously, but the thing is, what did I wanted to say? Yeah, the thing is, when it's coming down to you and who you are in this matrix, and they will spot you as being different, and yeah, and either you stay on that path, or you give yourself up and you lose in this world, and you lose your individuality, and you become part of the matrix, which you actually don't really want. I mean, like, I don't want to inherit this world. I want to inherit the kingdom of God. I want to be with God. And so I was saying, God, okay, if I will go through some pain in this world, which belongs to the devil technically, that I'm willing to take the pain. I'm really willing to take the pain. I don't want to have fame in this world. And I also know that, like, let's say if God gave you, for example, some prophetic calling, then you will never be popular, because prophets, like the true prophets of God, they were harassed, they were killed in the past. I mean, like, just read the Bible. I mean, like, here, like, Queen Jezebel was like really bad against prophets from God, and just meet somebody with a Jezebel spirit, this person will hate you, even though you don't even know that person. You just have the person just have to. I encountered something like that at my workplace, and I was just like, I didn't even talk 2 sentences with this person. But just your spirit, just that Jezebel spirit inside of that person will just hate you for who you are. And so, I mean, guys, this is like really, really deep stuff, and I'm digging into that. I mean, the last 2 years, I would say a little bit more, or the last 3 years, but it's really, there's so much going on, and especially right now. I mean, most of you will agree. I mean, we have the spiritual warfare, and they might attack you even more, because the devil says, we need her soul, we need his soul, we need this person's soul, we need this person's vessel to fight, to win that fight in this world. And so they might attack you even harder. But as long as you know that this is happening to you, then at least you can rather respond than react, because not only are they harvesting the energy from you when you react in a certain way emotionally, but also they can really they can really make you lose a lot. I mean, like, let's say these people who, yeah, I mean, you not these people. I mean, everyone can end up losing the job, or being like in this homeless people shelter. And but the thing is, like, you should never give up, and you should stay strong. And I know that it's sometimes really hard, because they really hit your vulnerable points, like your soul fragments, like what was hurt painful the most. I mean, it was really crazy. Like I felt that one person at my work, for example, just knew from she had this weird instinct about, like, what were really my points, how she could trigger me. So she said stuff which reminded me about my childhood, and I was like, how is this even possible? But yeah, this is just this evil spirit behind her, and it's not even really her soul. Like, probably her true soul is also somewhere in prison, or in like in the back seat. Let's say that demonic spirit would be in the driver's seat, and this person would be in the back seat. So maybe that true soul of that person. So never be angry at the person. The person is just used as a vessel. And yeah, and you also never know, like, this person, okay, does this demon have legal rights to be there? It depends on the person's decision, on the person's background, on the person's family history. I mean, this is another whole big topic. But yeah, I just wanna tell you guys, keep up your faith. Never go out of the house without the armor of God. The armor of God will protect you against the harassment. And if they harass you too hard and you stay sin-free, God will deal with them. Believe me, I experienced it. I got like attacked like very, very bad. Like recently, I mean, I did like a really good work. I really tried to do good work, and I felt I got like severely attacked, and it was not it was just not fair. And it's really interesting, because God deals with the people who hurt me too much in the Matrix. he removes them from me in different ways, and I'm like, whoa, and I'm like blown away. But you have to stay in your good spirit. You just don't give up. Stay in your good spirit. Pray to God to help you fighting that war. God is with you, and that is why the name of the channel is God Helps Targeted Individuals. And I'm really happy that I could finally make that channel, and I will give you guys some more. Maybe we will talk a little bit about how they can enter in your dream, and how and why they can enter in your dream, and who is exactly entering, and what kind of beings are these. I mean, this could be also an interesting topic. Or comment down below what would you like to discuss about, for example, or your own personal experiences. I would love to hear what people experience, for example, in their childhood. Do they get triggered nowadays from strangers about stuff from the child? Does this kind of stuff sound familiar to you? I would really, really love to hear it. And thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you will be blessed, and I ask God to protect you all, and I'm really, really happy that I have the opportunity to make that channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.